Alright, what's good, everybody? Today, I'm going to be starting what I do every single night to chart the market and prep for the market the following day. So, this is my late night routine on how I mark up my charts and find setups that I might want to take for the following day. So, I've got my main list here, and it's just a compilation of ETFs, different stocks that are broken into different little bit. But so I trade ICC concepts, which stands for indication, correction, continuation. It's a strategy, day trading, swing trading strategy to find basically breakout moves for a quicker profit. Um, Long story short, I trade based on price action, which are these candlestick patterns here, volume, and yeah, that's literally it. Like price action, volume, and momentum. So um, usually I start out, step one is we look into speculative stocks. So I'm gonna create a new list, speculative stocks that we're gonna link it to, long term slash dividend additions, my current portfolio, and any others that I'm wanting to watch. So I'm just gonna put this in a tab and I'll show you the list I create later on. So step one, create the list. And we're gonna go to the 4 hour time frame where we're looking specifically at tech stocks that I've built up, and I'm just looking for those that are good in a good buy area. So we're just literally gonna work through this list. And I just look for stocks that are at major support levels. I'll write them down. So SLAI is a good one. Pony. Another thing I look at is EMAs here because stocks tend to work down and bounce off these EMAs. So that's another level that I'll look at. I'll let major resistance turn support here. So I'll write it down. Or pony, sorry. GX Lunar. See, GX was one that I was looking at, bought right here, ended up riding into the next level. Missed a play here today. Holy shit. See, I like to stay away from stuff like this that's already broken down. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Joe! Holy shit. Today was a very interesting day in the markets. We saw a lot of tech stocks have pretty good days, as you can see here from open. Last Thursday and Friday, it broke major support levels. And then literally beginning of this week, broke back through, made about 8%, so that's a decent overnight gain there if you want to gamble here and bet it will go back up, but I do more direct plays. You can see pretty low volume, so kind of tightening up. So this could be a good breakout stock here. So I'm also going to write this down just to watch, see if we can break back above EMAs or this level right here. Iron. I like iron in RCLD. TMC. This shit crazy. I sold out of it so early. Mogo, Getty, nah. Oh shit. So this is a play I got in on today. Bought right here. Sorry, bounced up. I was in profit for a little bit, was feeling good. Came down, hit my stop loss, so and it's still moving down. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. See if it reverts back. This is a nuclear energy stock, so really just looking at speculative plays here. And UKK as well. That's another kind of interesting. MLGO. Okay. So yeah, that's the first kind of exercise I do. Cooler also kind of looking close to these levels down here. It could be a decent play, but I've already got enough to look at, so I want to pass on this. But that's the first little exercise I do. And then I'll make game time decisions the next day in terms of how price action and news looks. But next we're going to look at some dividend stocks that I've been keeping my eye on. We're going to switch to the daily time frame here. You can already tell that I've got major levels scoped out here. I think that's mainly from, I'm not really sure what the fuck this is, but kind of close to a major resistance level here. Or yeah, resistance turn support. This is another one I've been keeping my eye on. Got a falling wedge. If it breaks out here, that could be pretty bullish. So really looking for bullish patterns in quality stocks that are at major like support levels. So ACN is another one. Stay away from that. Stay away from this because it's probably gonna bounce back down. Another I really like is Kava, dude. Tightening up, major support level. I think I'm gonna buy some Kava tomorrow. My team breaks out, and if Kava is still at this level, I'm buying. KHC is another one that I bought recently. Major support level. Stop loss down here. STZ. Another decent looking one. I'm putting you on to some game here too if you haven't been watching these stocks because everybody's been looking at tech stocks. It's always good to look at sectors, different levels of performance, which I like to use finviz.com to kind of look into more market rotations and which sectors are doing well, which aren't. CRM broke out today. I lost some money on this today. Starbucks. Also looking good. Hopefully a break and retest here and I could buy at that level. I'm going to note that. I really do like Target. UPS is another solid one. Kind of missed out here. I was playing up here at this level and I got stopped out. Set too tight of a stop. Missed out on 6% gain. So that was tough. I'm currently also in an Oxy trade. Major level of support. Stop loss set at the next level of support. I could look for a re-entry somewhere down here. Yeah, that's my next exercise is I just look through major dividend stocks. I've got some more over here. Home Depot, I've also been watching. I do like PG. Okay. And then the last level I'll do, I'll just mark major levels on SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, da da da. But I'll do an example on SPY, and let's do this is our swing low, this is our swing high. If we break through, we look for an indication, which is a break of that swing high or swing low, a correction into either continuation back to the upside or to the downside. So you don't trade off of indication when it breaks out. You don't trade on the correction when it comes back down. You don't try to play it back down. You play on the continuation. So that's what we're looking for here, and I'm just scoping my levels for tomorrow. Netflix is interesting as fuck. It's got breakout, falling wedge, breakout, some consolidation. Officially broke out from this levels here. Major support, broke through that. Now we're almost all-time highs. So here, I mean, really, you've got this range that we're bouncing in right here as our support. We've got these resistance levels up here, and I've also marked next higher highs. So this is another one I'll be watching. I take a lotto on this, honestly, on some puts if we reach these higher levels. But overall, just seeing what's up. Be patient for if the setup does occur. Same thing on the 4-hour. Swing high. Swing low. It's right here. Get rid of that. This is also, mark this. Turn my supports green. Keep my resistance red. So here, if we break through, might look for a play here on a break, indication, correction, continuation off these EMAs. So we'll mark Amazon for tomorrow and also mark that down on day trades on our list. So yeah, there is a little bit of earnings tomorrow as well, so I'll show you that. I like looking at Stockwits. And major earnings tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, Coca-Cola, Netflix, GM, Lockheed. So this is also something to keep in mind. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I don't know if my computer will let me actually. Oh yeah. Chip one, we'll go to there. Texas Instrument. So we got some important earnings to be watching tomorrow as well. So just gonna note those. But yeah, that's pretty much my exercise. I also look at IPOs, websites like Finviz, just to see leading sectors, because you want to rock with the leading sector when you're trying to catch these momentum moves. They have the most volume, the most attention, the most gains. So you go to Finviz, you go to Maps, IP groups. Yeah, so you're gonna go to groups, go to performance. If my computer would fucking unfreeze, dude. Holy shit. But you're gonna order it by performance. And I either like to look at, oh my fuck. I like to look at performance for the month usually, the setting. So we got utilities, healthcare, basic materials, technology. You can see their gains in the past month. So utilities have just been going absolutely crazy. So that's another thing I'll note, honestly, is we'll snag a picture of this. Table at top. Come on. Let me look at the utility stocks. Please. Oh my gosh. This computer is so ass, bro. I need to buy a new one ASAP. Oh my gosh. Don't buy a Dell. Get a Mac. Click into the sector. Same thing. You want to order it by performance, and then usually when I'm in the sector, I do it by the past week. And then look at the top. Opal. So Zeus is another stock that kind of has yet to break out in this sector, and as you can see, I've added it. And I also just like to highlight stocks that I want to pay attention to the most. Wow. And I'll look for any that are extend, for example, reverting back down as a correction, and then we'll be looking for a continuation or break and retest, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to stem here as well because it's kind of reverted back to that range. So that's another exercise I'll do. If I don't already have a list built up, HTOL stem here, I like to look at those. HTOL and stem. So this is going to be my list that I'm watching for tomorrow. It's kind of how I look into what stocks I want to trade and what setups I'm looking for. Again, I trade based on price action, momentum, and volume. Mike Mindian or some shit. He has a set of rules to look for in terms of stock buying criteria, so I'll look into that as well. But I think I'm gonna cut it here. It's already kind of went on long, so I hope y'all learned something valuable. And yeah, check out these setups tomorrow. Again, the main ones I highlighted here: Team, Kava, any of these. Check it out.